Good morrow. How is it hanging? Welcome to Cocktoberfest. Here on We Are Live.
What kind of voice you going with there, partner? You didn't go with the classic Chappelle? Hey, I'm a white guy.
Oh, Denman. You're quite delightful in the mornings.
Is it British or is it you got hit in the head? Like, what's happening?
I may have suffered a contusion of some sort.
You think that's a big word? I like that. It's Cocktober, everyone. Caucasian October. Travis Terrell has decided to be on time and wear a sweater polo combo because that's what white people do.
Oh.
We'll get into all the festivities. This is the most prepared for time of the year in the show's history. Can't motivate anybody to do anything outside the norm, but when Cocktober comes around, baby, it is the real deal. We've got a potato salad with raisins in front of us at 8:03 a.m. Central Standard Time. But for Cocktober, we also have a special guest, J.E. He's a multi-platinum record producer. You've seen him with Nelly. You see he's doing Grove Fest coming up, so we're going to talk to J.E. in the second hour. So we'll get all the insanity out in the first hour. Do me a favor, and if you haven't already, get yourself some Snappy Bigman coffee. My goodness, it is a Cocktober miracle. White owned. Should we start saying that? Like you guys say black owned? Like white owned?
It's your month, man. Whatever works for you guys. It's your month.
Travis has done his best to assimilate, I guess, with the dress, everything. Are you happy with my Cocktober outfit?
It is very basic. It doesn't have any style at all, so it fits the month. So you're right in the spirit of it already.
It's a Schlafly shirt, and it's got the British flag.
Yeah, it's a T-shirt, and you have a overshirt over it, so it's very white of you.
It is.
But this month would not be possible
Patron saint
without, of course, its founding father, and we must welcome said founding father to our program. Oh, Chris!
Oh, he's out in the garden.
Oh, Gardner!
Father?
Oh no.
Good morrow, son.
Good morning, gentlemen. It is a blessed day.
Yes,
Why do you talk like that?
I don't know.
No.
I think I talked in code all of a sudden.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. The sun is shining.
Mm.
Nice blue skies out today.
It is blue.
It's only going to be 90 plus.
A brisk wind. Not too hard, just slight. I saw some people taking care of yard work outside.
That was delightful.
There's a pretty sweet song by a white dude, Summer Wind. Remember that one?
Oh, the summer wind came blowing in.
There it is.
From across the sea.
So, Gardner, may we...
It lingered there to touch your hair
It's its month.
and walk with
It's
me.
its month. What do you want me to do? I can't do anything, guys.
I must say one thing.
Oh, yes?
I must say good morning to my walnuts and also to our walnuts. Happy Cocktoberfest.
It is the month of months. Some would say it's a superior month. But it's the month...
All would.
It's a long month, too.
It was debated heavily in our studio and with our media company about celebrating everyone's culture. Of course, Travis walked into that one. And because of that, my white counterparts are celebrating today and the rest of these days in this month for Cocktoberfest. And for those who are new to our program, it's when we take the time to celebrate all things white in the month of October.
Perceived white.
Let's be honest. We had a discussion not too long ago.
This month is more offensive to Chris than
It's
anything
more
else.
than anything else.
If you like seeing me wriggle and like contemplate crawling out of my own skin, this is your month. This is a big month.
We talked about this not too long ago on the show about how I wondered what was indeed white culture and why appropriation for my white brothers and sisters is necessary because their culture is indeed lacking. And to which Gardner say, hold on, my friend, or mon frere. That's a white term, Chris. I don't know if you knew that.
French, probably.
French,
Black
yeah.
people in France.
Yeah.
And
See
so
'em on the
here we
soccer
are. We're going to
pitch.
take 31 days or whenever we're on the podcast to celebrate white culture.
Yeah.
And would you like to at least get this bad boy started? Because I believe there is a ceremony of sorts in
Yeah,
order
we
to
have
kick
some-
off Cocktoberfest.
Some stuff going on here
Okay.
today. And the rest of the days, too.
Chris, are you sitting up straight?
Mm-hmm.
Because white people have good spines. There we go. Spina bifida. The blacks have it, not the whites. Okay, we're ready.
What about
sir.
scoliosis?
No, that's us.
That's you, too?
That's us as well.
I thought I had scoliosis at one point.
My people slept on the ground for almost 250 years.
Okay.
But okay, here we go.
All right. By the way, this I believe is made possible this month was kind of a retort to you wanting to extend Black History Month.
It was. It was apparently me. It was a response a year ago. Like it was such an amazing run for the blacks that we took over now, of course, February,
We'll show 'em.
and we extended it 2.5 weeks into March. Well, in the typical white fashion, they did not respond very well to that, and so they insisted on having a month. And why the hell not? When the leaves are turning, and of course, white people get to dress up and scare people all month long, it made sense that October would be Cocktoberfest.
Now, last year we did a bracket
Yes, we did.
where we had 32 items that we thought were associated with white culture and pit them all against each other. I went through and ranked them 1 to 32, and we had a March Madness, an NCAA basketball tournament type bracket.
Yes, we did.
We're not doing that this year.
Who was the winner, by the way, of that?
We will discuss that in a moment.
Okay.
In a
nice.
little bit
All
here.
right, I'm excited.
Because part of what we're doing this month is each day we're going to have pop culture is one thing. So pop culture
Okay.
is where we take one item per day and recognize it and celebrate it from white culture.
Okay.
So we'll do that. And today we will be celebrating what won the bracket last year.
Okay.
So we'll get to that in just a little
Nice.
bit. Also, throughout the month, each day, I'll provide you 2 songs for your Cocktober playlist.
Oh, nice.
So we'll have 2 songs associated with white culture as well that we will honor each day. So that's basically it for each day. So it's not too much. We're just recognizing a few things in the white culture
Yes.
throughout the month. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. But we now have a ceremony, if you will,
Yes, we do.
and how we kind of kick off the month.
Mm-hmm.
And so why don't we get to that a little bit?
All
Because
right.
what you have in front of you is potato salad and a little box of raisins. Traditional Cocktoberfest
It's a
fare.
very real
Let me
thing.
get in a camera shot of this.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on one second. All right, you got it? There you go. Now, that sweater looks good on your shoulders.
Thank you.
Man,
What
that
kind of
looks
potato salad
good.
is this?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
But it doesn't have seasoning, so it's on
Very,
par.
it's very Caucasian.
It's very
looking.
Caucasian. And
Yeah.
so, of course, as we know, Chris, in the
Years
German
upon years.
in the German culture, by the way, guten Tag to all our German listeners tuning in for Cocktoberfest today. In the culture of your ancestors, we will now take the sun-dried raisins
Yes.
and apply it to the potato salad. Now, this is a way of the white culture adding their flavor
Why are you
to
talking
a
like-
very
are you okay?
popular dish. I kind of watched a bunch of Attenborough documentaries the other night, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like I'm tapping into
You
him.
watching Planet Earth?
Oh, I am. Oh, man, do I love it
Okay,
ever.
sprinkle my raisins onto my potato salad. Go ahead and do so.
And I
each
like
of
to
you.
I like to raise it about 300 centimeters above the ground to acknowledge 300
Ground
years
or
of
above the table?
putting people of color in servitude.
Why is this a thing?
Yeah.
All right, and whenever you're ready,
Already
There's exactly
sprinkled.
0% of the white people in the room have had servitude.
All right.
Sprinkle,
Already.
Travis.
sprinkle
You gotta squeeze the box a little to get 'em loose.
Look at the raisins as they fall from the sky.
I saw
Okay.
Gardner with
Look
a
at the
bag of raisins.
raisins
I was
as
like,
they-
"You eat raisins?" I was like, "That was really weird."
Yeah.
God, this is gonna be so gross.
Oh, my
Okay.
Oh, my coffee, my Snappy Bigman.
All right.
hold on, hold
Now,
on.
before we eat.
Hold on, I want to be like Salt Bay.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Before we feast, my friends, we must pray.
no,
We got a
he's
prayer.
prayer.
Here we go.
So
Chris, could
I'm
you
going,
please hold?
I'm going to guide you
Do
here.
we hold hands, or do we?
I'll
how
let
do we,
you know. I'm going to give you the instructions here real
Travis
quick.
just settled in. He's ready to sit here for the next 6.5 hours.
We'll do a Holy Trinity.
Okay.
So it'll be Wes Anderson,
Okay.
appropriation, white flight. Wes Anderson, appropriation, white flight.
I want to leave
Okay?
so bad.
Here we go. In the name of Wes Anderson, appropriation, and white flight. And then, arms out, instead of amen, we go, destined Florida. There we go. Now
This
we've
is how
prayed.
this is how a religion starts, because I could see people being like, yeah, it speaks to me.
And in honor, of course, of the first day of Cocktoberfest, I brought in who I consider to be the apex white, and that, of course, is my friend Alberto Einstein.
Alberto Einstein.
Alberto Einstein.
I don't care for the Hispanic sounding stuff you put on the end of that,
That's
especially
nice.
on Cocktober of all time.
God, that sweater looks good, Travis.
Thank you, man. I feel
I
like
cannot.
I want to shoot. I want to take a front nine and maybe drive off the cart path and.
You look like the guy in the Old Spice commercial.
Oh,
right
thank
now.
you.
Triangle Assassin asking why we didn't bring in chicken salad with grapes in it.
Well, Triangle Assassin.
We got an entire month,
we
man.
have an entire month, my friend.
Man, I'm gonna get sick.
Yeah.
I can't do this.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna partake in a little of this potato salad if you
yeah.
don't mind.
Get
Get a
Really?
raisin in
Well,
there.
I got a raisin, my friend.
I'm genuinely getting sick.
Can we get a camera shot here on this as I enjoy my potato salad and
Hold on
raisin?
1 second, huh? I
This
gotta
is
go.
gonna be cited. This is gonna get picked up and be like, we told you that's how they eat it.
Look on that raisin. Mmm.
Oh, not bad.
Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
Great, isn't it?
Mmm.
Flavorful.
Did you get the raisin?
Mmm. Mmm.
He's working it around in there right now.
Could use a little paprika, maybe.
Well, nope, can't do it this month. Gotta wait till November.
That's right. The spice rack gets a break.
Spice rack is off limits for the rest of this month. You want black pepper? Can't have it. Want some salt? Not today, my friend.
That raisin adds a little kick to it. Real nice.
Now, I know this is, I'm kind of going to go a little bit off script here, but I kind of want to go over some opening day phrases. As we all know that.
Keep going. I can't stop eating it.
Okay, well, white America, white America enjoys small talk. So, Chris, I figured that we can start off the first couple of minutes with just your traditional white man small talk. If I can, if I will. Thank you. Excuse
Please,
me.
please. You lead the way.
This weather, huh? What does it want to do? What does it want to do, right?
Oh, that's what the wife says.
You know,
You know her.
man, look, I try to hang out with the boys, but she got me on a curfew.
Oh, that'll happen. I'm right there with you.
Right, my
Hey,
goodness.
yeah,
Hey,
man,
no.
come over, get it on the calendar, and come by for some lunch.
Oh,
or
you know
something.
what? I just got some sausages from the farmer's market. If you want, we can put some on the grill.
Oh. I bought some sausages yesterday.
Oh, did you now? Well, there you have it.
Organic, farm raised, I hope.
Hey, have you looked at the Cardinals lineup for
Ooh,
this Thursday?
After the incident at Ballpark Village, Cheryl's asked me not to watch much baseball for a while.
You know what?
Until I can calm down. I'm going to some classes.
Cheryl, I like the Cheryl.
Well, I like to take sometime the company town car, and they just drop us off in front of the stadium.
Oh, that's great. That's a great plan.
We go directly to our green seats, and as soon as we get that final out, we head back in the town car, and we're on 40 heading back to Clayton.
You get an eighth inning or so. It's smart.
Oh,
You
well-
don't want to be down there past dark
Well, yeah.
State Streets. And
You
whatnot.
know how I get if I don't get my 8 hours. Anyway, well, I was thinking of
Yeah, let's golf sometime or something.
I'll be down for that. Maybe we can get a foursome together.
Send me an email.
Oh, I bet I will, and I'll CC Taylor on it as well.
Thank you.
No problem.
Just gotta
Good small talk. I think I did
make
pretty
sure-
well for my first round of small talk.
You didn't have to.
just gotta make sure Rockwell's got after school pre-care.
Rockwell.
The Black Sheep says Travis's accent is about as consistent as his student loan payments.
I do like how it switches. You keep me on my
Yeah.
toes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just tapping into something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, Chris, to truly get into the spirit of Cocktoberfest, there needs to be an anthem of some sort. And we search high and low for the song that perfectly encapsulates the white culture.
He's so stupid. He'd be like, "Yeah, it's Cocktober," so I said encapsulate.
And so,
Sorry. Continue.
and so we were given an assignment over the weekend by our amazing producer, Chris Gardner. And I would like for us, before we proceed forward in today's show, to perhaps kick off this lovely month with a song that not only you and I and Gardner should know, but certainly our listeners should know. This individual who wrote and performs this song is probably on most people's Mount Rushmore for the whitest white man to ever have whited. And that, of course, is the great Lee Greenwood.
Correct.
Lee Greenwood, who, of course, did the most white thing after a terrible national tragedy, absolutely capitalized on it for his own personal
Hey.
career.
I'd say he just kind of was there for people when they needed it.
Sure. So we will all start, I believe, the first
Yes.
stanza
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever you want to call it.
of God Bless America.
No, not God Bless America.
No, excuse me. God Bless the USA.
Yes, God Bless the USA. So, on the first day of Cocktoberfest, we will go through the first portion.
Okay.
And then on the last day, we will sing the last portion of the song. Okay?
What a shirt he's got. If you got him on there, it's basically a flag, but
Leather
it
jacket.
starts over a leather jacket, but it starts over like it's not just the flag, like the stars and stripes start over on the arm.
Man, that raisin really adds to that.
It does. I'm not gonna lie. You guys may have been onto something.
Bit of a kick.
It does. All right, Gardner.
All right, ready?
Yes.
If tomorrow all the
Oh, we're
things
breezing.
were gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm glad to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Listen to the pride
And I
in Gardner's
won't
voice.
forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land.
God bless you.
God bless the USA.
This song reeks of doth protest too much. It's not.
Blue lives matter.
All right.
Blue lives matter.
let's not-
Blue
let's
lives
not-
matter.
let's not-
Blue lives matter.
Okay, so yeah, we'll finish that song on the last day of
Okay, this is
Cocktoberfest.
good. That's good stuff.
I'd also like to mention, we celebrated for the first time last year, but we're going to give out an inaugural award this year.
Oh yes.
Middle of the month, we'll give out the inaugural Lifetime Achievement Award for Cocktoberfest. So we'll do that around the middle of the month. So
Okay.
stay tuned to see who that might be. It was, the discussions, the debates, the thought showers, trying to figure out who to give it to. But I think we've come to a settlement, a
We did.
compromise in a way,
We
and
did.
Oh, why are you going back to it?
because it's not bad.
I'm in the spirit.
Oh
God.
But Travis knows who it is, and I think people will find it to be very appropriate.
Very appropriate. Not appropriated, but appropriate.
Yeah,
Um,
similar words. True.
very true.
I'd also like to thank, man, because this has grown so much in a year.
It has.
I'd like to thank our corporate sponsors and partners for this year's
Please
Cocktoberfest.
do.
Oh, you did this on your own.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
so
went out and got some
Chris
sales.
inspired me.
He did some sales. He hit the
Okay.
streets.
Yeah.
All right.
He
So
jumped
took
on
it
that
to the
scooter.
streets.
He did.
Taking it to the street.
Personal
One
friend.
thing you can take to the street is the official car of Cocktoberfest,
What is that?
the Toyota Prius.
Ah, yes. Look, trying to save the environment and also be an ass. This is the vehicle
Right.
to do it.
If you really want to let your friends know, that's what you do.
Right there.
Yeah.
And you know what it also does? Like, so a lot of them come with tinted windows. So after most white men beat their wives, a lot of people
Hey,
can't look
why-
inside the car and see. I'm
why
just,
is not a thing?
I'm talking about the features. No, okay. Excuse me. I apologize.
Here, I gotta get another bite.
I bet you do.
I'm gonna get two
Disgusting.
raisins.
They're
in
You
eating
know-
one.
you know what
potato
you-
salad with raisins.
Can you
Again,
get
we'll
a?
have J.E., famed producer, in the second hour.
If you want some potato salad,
He'll
raisins?
I
probably
don't
want
think so.
some. That
Probably
would
need
make
to
sense.
get rid of that.
Also, Chris, you can get snow tires with those.
Oh, good.
Just a
Do
heads-
this,
just a
does
heads
it
up.
come with a, what's the, does 13.1, does it come with that sticker?
I think it does.
Half marathon.
Coexist on the back.
Okay, that's the official car. And maybe you take that car to go get some groceries.
Oh, where?
The
wa-
official grocery store
Yes.
of Cocktoberfest, Whole Foods Market.
Oh,
No.
good for you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You know, I love spending $27 on 3 peaches. Thank you, Whole Foods.
When's the last time you've been in there?
Nice try, pal. Nice try. You almost got me. You almost got me.
Yeah, tricking them.
The official department store of Cocktoberfest,
Yes,
Kohl's.
of course. Can't say we're surprised there. Not gonna lie.
It's reasonably priced.
And you know, also they have spacious parking. Now, people don't talk about that enough.
Excellent customer
Spacious.
service.
They do.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Always clean.
You got lots of stuff.
Things are organized. Clothes are not even on the floor. That's weird.
My mom talks to me about how many Kohl's dollars she has.
That's right. I
She loves 'em.
I was gonna say I've traded Kohl's cash for all kinds.
Kohl's
of things.
cash, that's
Yeah.
it. That's what
Yeah,
they call
Kohl's
it.
cash. Kohl's cash and get some ass.
Was the title for your sponsored car printed on a coexist sticker? Asks the black sheep.
No, but that would be perfect.
Okay,
That's exactly what we would need.
got it.
We'd also like to thank our official restaurant, as Travis knows them, official food restaurant,
The food rot.
Cracker Barrel.
Okay,
Yep.
well, it's right there.
No denying that.
It's
Called
right
Cracker Barrel.
there. It's a barrel of crackers. I don't think you can get more white than that.
Well,
Look at that white man that's literally leaning on a barrel. He's looking out into his
Cracker
plantation
Barrel.
field, just like, "Hey,
What?
get back to work."
Did you tell him to take the weird aggressive undertones with all
I'm
this
not
stuff?
taking an undertone.
Why does he got to be looking out onto his field?
Well, I'm just saying, why wouldn't he not look? He wouldn't be looking into
Maybe he's
a
looking.
skyscraper.
He's looking for a friend to help him with his golf tee game.
No, he's looking out into the field and making sure that everybody's getting back to work.
All right.
Did you say golf tee game?
Fortunately,
Hey, Harriet, back to work.
why is her name Harriet?
Well, that's the name of the famous slave.
All right, our official beverage
Mm.
of Cocktoberfest.
Nah, I think I kind of figured out what this is.
White Claw
yeah, we
Hard
kind of saw
Seltzer.
that
Yeah.
one coming. There's
They've
no
had a
doubt.
big year.
They've
Yeah.
had a huge year.
They run out of product. They had a shortage because the whites love it so much.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Is it interesting that it's called white?
Them and Popeyes.
You know what I find amazing
See,
about this
we're
beverage
not that
is
different, are we?
this beverage, especially when it's called White Claw. Claw, of course, was the name of the white villain in Black Panther.
Yeah.
So it's almost
So
like
you're
you
saying
guys-
Black Panther gave it like a wall bump?
To a degree, I would say it did.
All right, our official food of Cocktoberfest. Haas avocado.
Of course.
Nice,
Well,
nice.
and it comes from Mexico, so that definitely is a.
I'm not a big avocado guy. But,
Love them. They're amazing.
But people like them.
I
Was
like that I'm
told-
co-hosting a show with an avocado right now.
Yep. Talk to him. Talk to him.
Oh, maybe that's what.
What are you gonna mash me up?
I should be one of these products. I'm gonna be. I'll get to it in a little
Do,
bit.
do you
for
make yourself at a
Halloween.
table?
Listen, you uncultured swine.
Oh, sorry.
Or wait, should I
This
do
is fun.
a super thick Mexican accent?
Oh,
that's
no.
not-
Oh,
well,
okay.
it is-
Well,
he's
that
from
would be.
Mexico.
That would be. I mean,
Very
that would
October.
be very
Yeah.
October.
It's like
October.
straight up Speedy Gonzales.
yeah, like I mean,
Yeah.
that would.
Mess around and get an audition with Saturday Night Live.
That's all I'm saying. Wait, do it again.
Okay, you want to? Oh, that's fun.
Like, let me high five the avocado.
You look like a mascot.
That's right. Don't put sour cream in me, fat ass. I'm good enough on my own. Let's go to brunch.
And Gardner, this is where we clip off and add to Instagram. This moment right here. This is it. Remember that. 8:27. 8:27.
All right. The official cigarette of Cocktoberfest.
Man, I'm glad you really hit the ground, my friend. You went out and got a lot of sponsors for this month. The official cigarette.
I don't know how
Didn't
this
even know that was a
happened.
thing. Okay.
People might not associate it with this, but I went after people I knew. So ironically, Newport
It's still
cigarette
Newport.
is
It's weird.
It's
very weird. Look how
look at
how
this
white
ad.
that ad is. Is that a child? Is there a child in a cigarette ad?
They're
it's
they're
just a woman.
sacrificing somebody from the anti-tobacco lobby.
Ah, I see now. Look how warm and fuzzy that ad is.
Right.
After all, if smoking isn't a pleasure, why bother?
Nothing better than to have with Alive with pleasure.
That's right.
It was between this ad and I saw one I think with Burt Reynolds in it.
I love how the Surgeon General's warning is literally 2.5 font.
Right. They're like, yeah, sure.
I can barely see the warning. Good. Good God.
Look
Thank
at that
God.
ad.
The Congress. I'm glad they eventually stepped in. There's a child.
That's not a child. That's a woman just sitting down by the fire. Look at that. Look at those couples. You know they're each going to tents.
So, yeah, they go into tents, all right.
It's going to be intense.
The question is, who's daddy?
Well, they're probably swingers.
That's what I'm noticing.
Don't you think? If two couples go out camping, you're thinking swingers.
Hey, that's another good point. Why is there a couple, a man that appears to be with his son at a bonfire?
Oh, that's his woman.
She's sitting down.
Yeah, she's sitting
I
down.
don't know, man. That's just such a weird. And why does
Yeah,
he
I
have
thought it
his?
was a child also.
Does the man have his hand on top of the woman's head? Like,
Yeah.
hey, you know what
Yeah.
time it is.
Yeah.
You want to
yeah.
smoke a cigarette? I got a cigarette for you right
Oh,
here.
that's why they're going to smoke after
Oh,
this.
okay, I get it.
'Cause the fire is burning.
Oh, I get it.
She's probably ready to
And the word
see
pleasure. Okay, so
See?
they are really letting you know it's about that sex.
Yeah, they're going to have sex in tents.
Oh, nice. I get it now. Okay.
All right.
I'm glad I was too stupid to understand cigarette ads.
Mm-hmm.
Or else you might have gone for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
Also like to thank our official television news network,
Oh goodness.
our
Still
media
keeping it
partner.
going.
Oh, yeah, we
got a few here.
He was hitting the trail, my friend.
Fox Business Network.
Yeah. Well,
The caravan of mostly Central American immigrants is now in the Mexican city of Oaxaca.
So there you go. Fox Business Network, our official media partner, our official television news network.
Smart to get that coverage.
Well, you got to.
Yeah, you have to.
Because they go round the clock too. So we're going to get that constantly.
And I apologize to Chris's friend Brian Kilmeade because the Fox and Friends folks were really upset about not getting that spot this month. But maybe next year, guys.
Yeah, you don't have Lou Dobbs.
You don't.
You don't have Lou Dobbs.
You don't have enough anchors mispronouncing Mexican cities.
When you put Shep Smith and Chris Wallace on your channel, not good enough.
The liberal hippies.
Not good enough. Official festival of
He's really just went off on this.
Yeah, he did.
of Cocktoberfest is Burning Man. Burning
Okay.
Man is the official festival.
They have a logo?
Yeah.
Didn't
they have
know
a
that.
logo. We also have an official concert tour.
Oh, okay.
It is
Yeah, this is a giving.
This is loud.
Chillaxification Tour 2020, which will be coming to Busch Stadium next year.
Good.
So you can put that on the list. We have an official chef. An official chef for Cocktoberfest. Thanks to Guy Fieri.
Oh, thank you, guy.
He's a legend.
Look at that hair.
I tell you what, I've been to some great cities around this amazing country of ours. Nothing like Flavortown, my friend.
You been to Flavortown?
And have I ever?
When's the last time you were in Flavortown?
Shoot, last night, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
I'm talking about oral sex. Chris, up top? No? Oh, that's right. It's Cocktoberfest. White men don't perform oral sex.
I thought it was
I
black
apologize.
dudes don't. That
Yeah.
was just,
You reversed it.
Dope. We appropriated that shit, dog.
You did appropriate it.
We came back with a vengeance. They took, poof. Once we realized we can get anything we want. I mean, huh?
We have an official comedian for Cocktoberfest.
no.
Well, we are a comedy show, so that makes sense.
I think you're probably going one way, but you're not right. You're not right. Pauly Shore. Pauly Shore is the official.
Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your Pauly?
I didn't know where it would go. Where you'd go with that. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, Shane Gillis.
That's what I think people were thinking.
Yeah.
No, but Pauly Shore. They love him out in the county.
Man,
They
he is.
absolutely love
Oh
him.
man,
out there.
anywhere he goes, he
Sells out.
Yeah.
Man, I mean,
Sells out.
I don't think we've seen a better duo in a film than Encino Man with Brendan Fraser, another great white man and a fine white man himself.
Encino
and
Man
Let's
is
not forget about Sean Astin.
Sean Astin, of course.
San Andreas Football Rules. Is that what it was? San Andreas?
San Dimas.
San Dimas.
And the
What
things
San Dimas High School football.
Yeah, you're
rules.
right. Thank
And
you.
It's
then-
also an Atari
and
song.
what he's done for the military. And was it-
White test.
Oh, what Paulie did for the military and in the Army now.
Thank
He
you.
also served the country on a jury.
Yeah, he
In
did.
jury duty.
Yeah.
He's a very responsible
Civically
American.
minded.
He's
He
very-
even got his he rolled up his sleeves and he went out to rural America. Son-in-law worked on a farm.
And he cared about the environment too. He was the very first person to really concern the world about climate change and biodome.
Biodome. Yeah. Man, all over the place.
All over the
An
place.
activist, if you will.
Very much so.
In the Army now, do you think they use that as a recruitment tool?
Yeah, well,
do you think
that's-
it helped bump?
That's the only reason why I consider the Army. Well, that and of course being African American.
David Allen Greer was in that. Gosh.
We have an official podcast.
I think we know where this is going.
It's not We Are Live.
No, it's not. I think we know.
It is
Yeah,
the Joe Rogan
there it is.
Experience.
Nice.
By the way, shout out to Saturday Night Live. A little Joe Rogan Experience reference during this past weekend. They know what Joe Rogan's all about.
What now? What happened? Oh, there was a reference to on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
All right. We also have an official radio show.
Oh, of course. I think I know who this
Our
is.
radio partner,
It's our former friend, I'd imagine.
the Dave,
Dave
Ramsey,
Ramsey
Show.
Show.
You know what you got? Money.
We were the lead in a Dave Ramsey, by the way. You're welcome. We were. We set people up. He was like, I got my labs. Now it's time to check my checkbook.
And then we have an official television show,
Okay.
Oh.
Friends.
Friends, well, yeah.
I
I remember that this show was officially white when they celebrated a black character on the show, even though the show is set in New York City.
Yeah.
Nothing
How
says
long into the show was it? Sorry, I
that
gotta
was
get more of
season.
this.
That was season 8.
Oh.
Hey, we're gonna have a black person stop by in a Manhattan coffee shop.
No
Thank
one
you.
had been there before.
Thank you, friends.
Um,
That was when Ross was dating outside his race, Chris.
Oh.
Something I believe you can absolutely relate to.
who was that?
Why do you say this?
What actress was that? Was
Aisha
that
Tyler.
Aisha Tyler?
It was indeed.
That was Aisha Tyler.
It was Aisha Tyler, my friend.
Are you serious? I didn't realize she was on Friends.
And I want to
Why
say,
are you eating
right.
more of the
'Cause
potato
it's
salad
good.
with
I wanna,
raisins?
and then I want to say Gabrielle Union also made an appearance at some
Oh,
point.
really?
I think so.
You're just eating it like it's okay to eat.
No, it's,
fine.
it's Oktoberfest,
It's
man.
me. It's good.
I'm just saying. Look, I'm enjoying this because when February rolls around, I'm just saying, I'm gonna celebrate this month.
All right. You're right. It's on you to put it together.
What's the matter? Shit, I just thought about that. Damn it.
Don't come to me. Okay, official movie. Green Book. Green Book is the official movie of Oktoberfest.
Yeah, it's good.
You would
Thank
agree.
you. Did win an Oscar.
Damn it, I
It's got Viggo Mortensen and somebody else in it. I don't know. who.
Shit, I can't say anything either.
Yeah.
It was about Vigo.
Viggo Mortensen was the star in there, wasn't he?
was the
Yeah.
he was
And the guys who brought you Kingpin and Dumb and Dumber made it happen.
Yeah.
That might be the whitest thing ever.
That's right. That's right.
We have an official actor of
Leave you-
Oktoberfest.
Have to leave you Munson out there in the middle of nowhere. Our friend Ed, he produces Stacy Static podcast. Asks, "What is Cocktober?"
It's a celebration of the immersed history of white culture.
You immersed?
And if you want to show Ed or Edward or anyone else who just joined, they're eating a Cocktober dish known as potato salad and raisins. It's,
Eat more
it's very
of your
popular.
raisins, Travis.
Yeah, it's very popular.
Or as I like to call it, ants in quicksand.
Was the Blind Side a close second for the movie?
It was discussed, actually. It most certainly was discussed. We do have an official actor as well, Jason Segel. Jason
Thank you.
Segel
Thank
is
you.
the official
Needed
actor
to be. Needed to be.
of Cocktoberfest.
Comedy, drama, he can do it all. He's just delightful.
So with an official actor, we have an official actress, too. Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, she's very
Nice.
Nobody
Nice. Good call.
is taking more roles from people of color
Oh, here we go.
than Scarlett Johansson.
That one right there. That's from Match Point when she's smoking at the table at dinner and drinking wine and so on.
Yeah, Gardner, that's probably his favorite scene.
And we also do have an official vacation destination.
Destination?
Destination. Thanks to our friends at the Emerald Coast Convention and Visitors Bureau for helping us put on Cocktoberfest, the heart of Florida's Emerald Coast.
Beautiful there.
Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Okaloosa Island?
Okaloosa.
Okaloosa
That
Island.
was very Quacktober of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you want to get away from your Negro neighbors,
Nice.
stop by the heart of Florida's Emerald Coast in Destin, Florida.
And that
Tired
is
of Tyrone and his loud music when he pulls into his driveway? Well, in Destin, you won't have a problem with any of that because they don't even know we exist. Destin, Florida, staying white until somebody holds a Ja Rule concert.
come see our white sandy beaches.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, that's our corporate sponsors and partners. I'd like to thank them for supporting us during Cocktoberfest. And then finally for today, I mentioned we have pop culture and 2 songs for the playlist. I want to recognize one thing in pop culture today,
Okay.
and that is the winner of our bracket from last year, the winner of our Cocktoberfest bracket from last year. Here you go.
If that ain't the whitest thing a white man has ever whited in his life.
Float trips.
Congratulations to the 2018 champion
Yes.
Flow Trips. We're happy to have
They were huge.
back on Flow Trips. Look, if it's one thing that my culture has thought about borrowing, maybe involving ourselves with, but we're still very timid on, it's float trips. As you can see from the photo, for those who are watching on the stream, it involves boats, water, drinking, outdoors.
Yeah.
Things that I have to say, black folks do not care to do.
Except in Forest Park,
Yes.
maybe without the boats.
I did not know this was a thing until I attended the University of Missouri, and even then, it wasn't until I was essentially done with school and I was working at a microbrewery.
A Cocktoberfest miracle.
Yes, indeed. When I realized that was a thing. And of course, I'm thinking, what is a float trip? Is that just, we just go to a pool, we all float, and we get tripped on mushrooms? No.
Well, kind of. You're close.
Well, yeah, I was in the ballpark, but I soon learned this is when my Caucasian brothers and sisters, they get on rafts, they load the
Or
trailers,
canoes or kayaks.
and they load them up with the beverages of their choice, generally very cheap, gross beer,
Hams.
and they drink in the sun in the heart of rural Missouri down a creek that is probably 85% toxic, and they bathe in the glory of their privilege.
You might
Did
say.
I pretty much narrow that down? Sounds
A lot,
about
of,
right.
a lot of less fortunate people go on float trips, and it's like their Disneyland, sir.
Some jean shorts, maybe, if you want.
Might
Less
be-
fortunate Disneyland is the way it's being described. I
Might
think
be
that's
the only
perfect.
time they bathe in water.
Ugh.
Sir.
Ugh.
The trick is keeping your cigarettes dry.
I've never been on a float trip.
Yeah.
I
Swimming
think I'm,
like this.
Holding your hand up.
I think I missed my window on float trips, which is fine. I don't feel like I've missed much, but it is an important part of white culture. It's what I would say. What would be the black equivalent of a float trip?
It might be the cookout.
Maybe the cookout.
It might be the cookout.
So it's white people's
Because it's kind
cookouts.
of similar in a way, because you're going to grill in that on a float trip, especially
Gotcha.
if you're camping and staying over.
So if you're a cool black person on the social media and they do something white, do the white Twitter go, oh yeah, we inviting them to the float trip?
No, but
like
we
that.
should.
Maybe
That's
guys
the
should
new
do
one.
it.
No, that's
gonna be a
very-
new thing. That's gonna be
Actually, I'm
something.
gonna-
Don't take that.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just-
Anything that happens during this month is ours.
Okay, fair enough. So when Cory Booker does something like, I like cheese sandwiches, and y'all gonna be like, oh shoot, Cory Booker invited to the float trip.
Yes.
Okay.
Travis, that's really good.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Cool. I like that.
Another Cocktoberfest miracle.
May I?
Uh-huh.
In the name of
Wes
Wes Anderson.
Appropriation.
White flight.
Destin.
Florida.
What a beginning to Cocktoberfest.
I'll try it.
And then 2 songs. The first 2 songs for your Cocktoberfest playlist.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
The first one by Journey. Don't Stop Believin'. Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. Don't stop believin'. So you got that one?
Okay.
And then we're starting with the king, basically, here, too. Your other one for today, Crash by Dave Matthews Band.
How does that go?
Crash.
Okay. That sounds like
Crash.
Dave
What?
Matthews, by the way.
You're not into that one?
I mean, for the month, I love it. I save all the Dave Matthews deep cuts only
I've
for
never.
the for the month of Cocktober. I just, if I listen to it any other time, I'll just be so stricken with joy.
This is not bad still. This potato salad. All right, and that's Cocktoberfest for now.
Hold on to your
You're
hat,
still
my friend.
eating the raisin-filled
Let's hear, Chris.
potato salad.
Well, somebody's got to.
I proportioned it out properly to get the right amount of raisins with each bite.
That's,
When I think of riding on a 4-decade-old bus to sit in a tube in the Black River with Busch beer while avoiding sunk, abandoned cars, the word privilege doesn't exactly come to mind. That's the black sheep.
I do like the
We
phrase
all have our crutches, black sheep.
bathed in our white privilege. It's a good phrase.
it's good. Pretty good.
It-
Baptized in your white
It
privilege.
just might not be accurate. Is the
But one thing, look,
when you go to less fortunate Disneyland.
I want to keep the spirit of today's celebration of white culture going, because we got an opportunity last night. The local hockey club, also known as your Stanley Cup champion St. Louis Blues, will begin their defense of their championship on Wednesday. And last night they released photos of their brand spanking new Stanley Cup championship rings, and boys and girls, white diamonds. I hope you like them.
Shine bright like a white diamond.
There you go. Specifically that. Your Stanley Cup champion rings from the St. Louis Blues, and boy, oh boy, they are blinged out. I love the detail. First of all, I love how gorgeous the blue note looks against those white
does.
diamonds. That is pretty freaking fancy.
It's like Cheryl's eyes.
It does indeed. You got the Stanley Cup in the center there.
I think she's sleeping with my boss.
Now, Ryan O'Reilly's ring, of course, as you can tell, the number 90 on the side.
Yeah, we can take a look there.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Look at the detail there. You got
Shows the team holding the cup.
and I think that's Ryan O'Reilly at the parade.
Oh, is that where that is? Yeah, that's
Yes.
all the fans in the back.
It's the
Oh, my
fans in
God.
the background.
So that's got to be from a real photo.
That is from a real photo.
So some group of fans are
On
etched into
a-
the Stanley Cup ring.
yeah, how cool is that?
Are
right?
there championship rings?
Look at that. And got the guy who's
Oh my
holding
gosh,
the
that's-
beer with the number 1. Look at the
That's my
detail.
buddy Bobby from Oakville. Oh, my God.
So shout out to the people who.
Oh, I'm going to be so mad if they
And
just
I
made
think
that
that
up.
may not be the parade. There was another. It went to a few places around
Yeah.
town. But yeah, if you can find that photo, you are apparently in Ryan O'Reilly's ring.
I'm so proud of you for saying Ryan O'Reilly with no hitches.
Man, it's Cocktoberfest, man. O'Reilly.
No.
No, not bad. No, okay.
Now here's the other side.
And this is the overhead shot of the
Can you hear
parade.
DMX in the
You
background?
could probably hear just a little bit. So that, of course, is the bottom, I guess, cluster of white and blue diamonds. That's the crowd, and that, of course, is the arch in the background, also encrusted in diamonds. And then you have blue notes going through the arch.
Well, and those notes actually make up the song
I tell you what.
"When the Blues Go Marching In." So that's
Oh, you're serious?
Yeah, the notes are.
Oh, it's
set
the
in a-
actual notes.
Yeah. So
That's
they have set
amazing.
it. And the number of diamonds and stuff like that they're all, some of them are significant. There's 16 in some places for the number of wins, 75 or something like that for the number of goals scored. So there's significance to the number of diamonds and stuff.
And then
as
on
well.
the inside of the ring, play Gloria. And of course, it has the
He had
series
to, right?
win. Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. You have your series wins against the Jets and the Sharks, and then ultimately in the Stanley Cup, the Boston Bruins.
And then I think
4-3.
also on the inside, burned into it is the signature of each player, and also I think Layla's name is on the inside. too.
That's awesome. So the Blues, man, what a great moment for the city. What a great moment for those guys. This is what you play for. This is why you bust your ass in the off season and you play the 82, and then you go through and win 16 big games, and you get one of those sweet-ass diamond-studded rings. So shout out to the Blues and the local hockey team as they will kick off their defense tomorrow night. Is it in the Lou, or are they on the road? They're kicking this bad boy out on the road.
Banner race.
Banner race tomorrow night at the Enterprise. Should be a lot of fun. Shout out to Tom Stillman. One would easily say one of the greatest white men here in the city of St. Louis.
In this city, yeah.
In this city, no doubt about it. So salute to you, sir, and maybe we can get him in sometime in the next few weeks and
honestly,
sit down with Tom Stillman and have some conversations about being the man that responsible for bringing old Stanley back to the Lou.
It was, man, the cup was at Chris's Pancakes downtown yesterday, which is not far from here. Really wish I would have went down there now that I think about it, because it's been everywhere. But at the same time, like, we haven't went and seen it, so we need to scope that out soon. Not
Yes.
to be confused, by the way. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, just to confirm what Gardner had said, the sheet music is When the Blues Go Marching In, 16 diamonds for the postseason victories, and 91 diamonds and sapphires combined to illustrate the crowd during the celebration. And indeed, the tribute to the players and fans celebrating together is what you see on the side of Ryan O'Reilly. 75 diamonds created the Stanley Cup to represent the 75 postseason goals. And there are 16 custom-cut blue sapphires to represent the 16 postseason victories inside the Blue Note. I just love the detail. The detail is just so really cool, and I love the stories that come along with these every year.
The symbolism.
The symbolism is
for
really
how
cool.
the design goes.
And I like now, over the last few years, because I believe the Philadelphia Eagles have done something similar where they incorporate something of the fans in the ring. I think that's really cool. And then I also love that the teams partner up with an actual diamond store, ring store, where fans, if they want to purchase their own, they can as well. And
Justin's.
yeah,
It's like high school.
so shout out to those. And from what I understand, I was told yesterday that the vast majority, if not all, of St. Louis Blues personnel and some Enterprise personnel will be also receiving their championship rings tomorrow as well. So salute to them.
Now, you can purchase, like, there'll be replica ones, and then there are replica ones.
Right.
Which they do have available on Justin's website, I guess. So if you want the replica ones, like the real, $12,000 each.
Oh, that's not. What?
Like that? Oh, wow.
I think they, when I looked at their website, they had 139 available for purchase. But they're going for just over $12,000 on the website. So it's up to you. If you want to.
Now, if we were to
Travis.
ballpark that, and we were just to say, how many people who are St. Louis Blues fans will spend the 12? Give me a ballpark number of people you think who are Blues fans who will spend that. 12. So you said $12,000 is the starting?
Yeah. It's $12,000 for the ring.
But they'll sell 100 of them.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go. There at least will be 200 people, 200 to 250 people.
Well, they only have 139 available.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They will sell those out. There's no doubt. They will sell those out.
Yeah, for first time, I think.
First time,
yeah,
it's the
that could be
Blues, and
something.
again, their fan
Take
base.
advantage of
They
that.
talk about what, and we're talking first time in 50 years
You can buy the
in
ring.
the history of the
Yeah.
franchise.
Yeah.
That's those are getting sold out. There's
We
no doubt
go with
about it.
those real replica ones, $12,000.
12 grand. That's intense.
We'll buy your replica ring and come to Soulard Market Park. That's
Oh.
right. Friday, October 11th, Saturday, October 12th. Celebrate German heritage, both Soulard and St. Louis, through 2 days of food, drink, live music, and entertainment. Soulard Oktoberfest 2019 features an open-air plaza, wine garden, 7 bands, including Grammy Award-winning Brave Combo, axe-throwing activities, Stein holding competitions, and the return of Oktoberfest. That's right, free and open to the public, but you can enhance your Oktoberfest experience with VIP tickets to the beer hall tent, where you'll see Travis and I hanging out, whipping everybody into a frenzy, having a good time. Access to beer hall tent featuring exclusive entertainment and full in and out privileges. Get an official 1 liter Soulard Oktoberfest Stein, which is a $10 value. Premium beer selection available for purchase. Premium food menu available for purchase. Dedicated premium restrooms. Great entertainment from tent exclusive bands, including Grammy Award winners Brave Combo. Hours, Friday, October 11th, 4 to 11. Saturday, October 12th, 11 to 10.
October 12th.
That's right, Oktoberfest. Check out the complete list of music and events online. And again, get your tickets through Eventbrite. That's Oktoberfest at Soulard Market Park, featuring yours truly, carrying around Travis's bag for the entire day, doing as he tells me to do as it goes. Guys, we've got J.E. on the other side. Happy Cocktober, everybody. We're going to take a quick break live at Midcoast Studio in Grand Center. We'll be back on the other side as a Cocktober miracle.
Guten Tag!
Happy Oktoberfest.